Hollywood, California is home to thousands of stars at the Griffith Observatory, and today we're going to learn about the Zeiss Telescope. Let's head inside and check it out. The first working telescope was created by German-Dutch lensmaker Hans Lippershey in 1608. Since then, telescope technology has transformed the field of astronomy from theoretical to practical. Focusing light from the electromagnetic spectrum, optical or visible light telescopes allow us to see a magnified image. Colonel Griffith J. Griffith donated funds for the construction of an observatory that would allow people all over the country to see into space. All right, I'm here now with telescope operator Robert Spellman, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the science and technology behind the Zeiss Telescope here at the Griffith Observatory. Robert, this telescope has actually been looked through by more than 7 million people.
7 million people, yeah. More people have looked through this telescope than any other in the entire world. It became operational in May of 1935.
Tell me a little bit more about the actual telescope. What makes it a Zeiss? What's the science behind it?
Well, Zeiss is the manufacturer. They made 3 telescopes of this design specifically for public education. Now, by today's standards, this is a very small telescope. It's a refracting telescope, which means it uses a lens rather than a mirror. It has a lens in the top of the tube, which is 12 inches in diameter. We got the mounting, and we got the main instrument and the finder scope. You'll notice that there's a smaller tube mounted on top. Now, that was added in 1955. We don't know exactly when it was made because we didn't buy it directly from Zeiss. We bought it from a guy who had it mounted on the roof of his car. I'm not making this up. And he was a sidewalk astronomer, and he would drive around the Southland and set it up on a street corner and charge people a nominal fee to look through it.
Is that legal?
Yeah, it is. I know a guy's doing it today, sure.
So, Robert, how does the telescope actually track the stars?
Well, this instrument, as it dates back to the 30s, predates any computer technology. So this is a completely mechanical system. So this is the telescope's axis of rotation right here. And it's at an angle of 34 degrees. So to track some object in the sky, all we have to do is turn the telescope once completely around the 24 hours. It's tracking opposite the rate of the Earth's rotation, so whatever it is that we're looking at will remain stationary in the field of view. And believe it or not, this is the motor that's responsible for moving a telescope that weighs 9,000
That
pounds.
Little thing.
Generates 1/70th horsepower. That's all that's required. Now, as to how we find things, in the evening we usually have 1 or 2 portable telescopes set up on the front lawn. They're equipped with GPS receivers, like a lot of people have in their car, and the telescope actually communicates with satellites orbiting the Earth, which tell the telescope where it is on the Earth, what time it is, what objects are available, and after the operator goes through a very simple alignment procedure, if he wants to find Jupiter or Venus or Mars, he simply pushes a button and the telescope moves automatically. I'm going to push a button and we're going to actually rotate the dome. This is the only part of the dome that opens. That's our window on the universe. So if we want to look at the other part of the sky, simply push a button and the dome will rotate. So this is the 5th brightest star in the sky. And when you see it through the telescope, you're going to be looking back in time 25.3 years. It's taken light traveling at 186,000 miles per second, that long to get from Vega to the Earth.
I want to take a look. Here we go. It looks like it's dancing. Wow, that's awesome. So as you can see, you don't have to live in Hollywood to see the stars. Just go to an observatory close to you. For Mahalo Daily, I'm Leah D'Emilio. We'll see you next time.